Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. This is the part 2 of our environment art bootcamp course where we're gonna block out our scene from the list of props we had last time. Okay, so for the part 1 we as we spoke, we can look for assets on Sketchfab, right? That's our part 1 here. So we had our this concept art. Okay, so what I did, I transferred all this thing from text to our pure ref. So we have it here. So now, like, if you because we have a lot of props, so that's the only thing we'll make the structures, we'll make the other things, but mainly we'll do the props from here. So let me go ahead and look for sofa. Okay, and we'll come back here and we see if we have something. We click on downloadable and we check which is matching our thing. So this one, we can assume this one is this one. We don't need to look for many, just a few ones are fine. Okay, and if we want we can have more, but I believe only few are fine. So this we can use just saw. Yeah, and this one is white, but we can just make it red. Okay, it looks similar. So this is our red one, and we need some armchair for this one. Okay, and this one have cushion also, so it's fine. This one has some cushions, so we can take cushions from here and use it. With which one? This one also have cushions, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, so this is here, and I will search armchair to see this one, or we can search armchair sofa if we find the exact thing, but we don't need exact thing again. For example, this one, I will just pick this one for now, and we can create a specific asset. Okay. And yeah, so this is like 3 sofas we have done. So basically we can call them. Let's see if we have others. So we have sofa A1, B1, C1. Yeah, so from the bigger to small, and living room table, because there is this one, and we can call it round coffee table. Yeah, so I will just, for now I will just keep this one. Okay, this one for there and this one for the other one, because both are downloadable, right? And we have got our table, cushions we already covered, carpet, magazine, books. Let's do carpet. This is downloadable. Nice. It's also the pattern, and we saw we had something below and then something on top. So rug and carpet, basically we can say. So this one is here, and we might not even need the both of the things. We could just simply have a texture on a plane. I will just move it here, so we don't have to do it again and again. And TV is simple. We can find a TV with the shelf somewhere here. So there is a shelf. Let's see how is the shelf is. It's small, and this one is the TV. So we have both of them here. Book. This one is good because it have everything, so we'll work for our books and magazine both. Now we need guitar. So easy find. And if we need stand, we can have. Okay, this one is have with the stand. Perfect. Keyboard is showing keyboard as this, but we have this keyboard here. It's on the stand, so we have a stand here. This is on the stand already, so let's pick this one. Good. We have the keyboard. Table is already there. Drawers we can see, and let's do the lamp. We can have table lamp and the standing lamp. I'll just search by living room. Yeah, like something like this. Like there's something standing lamp. This not this one. Okay, this one is good. This one is good. So we are done with the lamps. Drawers. Let's search drawers. It's a dressing table basically, but we could have this. Drawers are here. Where is this one with some decor? So we just keep this one. Okay, so this one is here, and we have most of the props like that, right? And we don't have to, look for. Let's just quickly search plants, and then we just move on to create the things. And I don't want to spend too much time on this. And something downloadable. And I remember there was something. As a set of plants was there, like this one. Okay, so this one have pot and a bunch of things. Okay, so we use them as placeholder. So we have now mostly all of them. And what you're gonna do, you come here and then you download the model. But I always try to download GLB because it's always download single file. Okay, so you download it. Okay, so download all of this thing. So we'll do it on the other end. Okay, so I will just download all of these. Okay, so that's the one part. So now we have props, and similarly we'll look for the kitchen also, and later on once we finish making the block out of the scene, mainly the walls, then we will create our the props, the remaining ones. Okay, cool. Okay, and we have our things. I will just make it full screen. I will move it here back. Okay, so now let's start with building our scene. Okay, so let me get the blender. Okay, cool. So now we have our blender here. So basically the main add-on I use is machine tool. Okay, I'll upload a video on how I set up my blender, basic one. Okay, and what you can do, the GLB you come import here, and you can import the GLB and GLTF in the blender. Okay, so before we work on the props, so let's work on the structure. Okay, so I will make it's again small. Okay, so we go with the idea. Okay, ideal size. So we'll not stress too much about what it should be. Okay, so for now, okay, sorry, I forgot to turn off the banner. Okay, so we can see roughly it is if we assume the door is 2 meter, right? If assume this door is 2 meter, then roughly it could be 3 meter, the roof. Okay, so we say roughly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a plane, and you can just rotate it, and you can see it here. Move the pivot here, There is this tricky thing where we want to keep the pivot. Some places we keep the pivot in the center, sometimes we keep it in the corner, so it depends what we are making. So for this one we keep it in the corner, okay, and the pivot is here, this here. What we can do, we can make it 3 meter and 2 meter wide. For now let's keep it this much, okay. And this is our first piece. Basically this is like blank wall. Okay, this will be a blank wall which can be here, other places, okay, and just fill in the place. Okay, now what we need is a door piece. And in some places, because what will happen, like there we will not have enough space here. So what we can do, we can just improvise. Okay, so what I'm gonna call it, wall plane or wall flat A1. Okay, so this is flat. I'm gonna duplicate it, keep it here, and we're gonna make a door 160, so it's like slightly wider door, so we can control it anyway. So I will extrude it to make it look like a door wall. Cool. Yeah, so this is basically the door one. The flat one will duplicate for sure, and then comes the windows. Yeah. And there is this so I will just duplicate this one maybe. Okay, and I'll do the same thing, insert it, and I'll make this 50 from the bottom and 50 from the top. Okay, so this is our, and on the sides let's do this. Fine. And I will extrude it also. So this is window A1. So now we have 3 pieces, okay, which are enough, I will say, to create the thing, okay, because we don't know how many pieces needed, but these are like the very basic pieces we need to make the thing. Like this one, right? This one is different than the other one because this is going till the window, so we can make another copy of this later on as well. So let's just and another thing what I try to do is create an empty, okay, and I call this one the mesh name. Okay, so I'll take the empty, assign it here, and add it inside the empty. Now empty control the thing. Why I'm doing it? Because whatever we add, if we add multiple meshes inside, we'll add it in this empty. So what will happen? It will, you know, export everything together. Fine. So we have 3 of them. Now it's a matter of exporting the thing. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, so we have here, so this is for the props, so make a new folder, props, in here, add kitchen in there, and I will call it structures or env, let's call it environment, and let's save this here. Yeah, I'm saving it. And what we can do, you have this plugin called Blender for Unreal. Okay, so we just need to give a path. So we just added the path, same folder in here, and we turn off anything else. And here you see it add SM for static mesh automatically. you select all of these, okay, and here you change the mode to export recursive. I don't know like why auto do not work. I pressed alt and click, it changed setting for all of them. Okay, so otherwise you have to do one by one. So now you have it ready to export. You select all these things, it doesn't matter where it is. If it have rotation and you've placed, okay, it can work. Yeah. And you can actually test it inside Blender also. So you can just select it, duplicate, rotate it, or in Maya or Max, rotate it and place it, and it should work. Okay. So now you have it here, you say export, only selected, and you can export. Okay, so you see it already exported, and if I go back to the folder, you will see we have our 3 meshes with SM in front of them. So now this we import in our Unreal. Okay, so let me get my Unreal. So we'll turn it on and create a new project, and simply just import these and start with the other thing. So meanwhile it is opening. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rename the prop meshes props, and I will add a new folder here, call it living. Okay, and we have all the props in here, and I'm using this viewer. I should show you what's up. I forgot the name. It's a view 3D scene. It basically is, sometimes it opens up it opens up many things. Okay, and what else? So we can simply click and it opens up this viewer. It show up most of the formats, but it's fine. It's better than normal 3D viewer of Windows. Okay. So I think this is, we can call, this is seems like the B1. Okay, so you can simply import them from here. You can go to and import. Okay, let me get the link. Okay, you can go to file, you can import, and you can import here GLB. Okay, and then you can simply import, and let's do sofa. Okay, and I can copy the name because we're gonna need it. You import it and you have it here, and you will see it do a bunch of shenanigans here. I'll move it in the front. Okay, and the pivot and everything is wrong. So you select all the meshes, even they, I will join them, I will unparent them from there, and we have this pivot to bottom, apply everything. Okay, and in the item, move it back up and name this one sofa A1. Okay, and same thing I will do, create a empty. So, and you can come here and decrease the size if it's too big for you, and I will sofa. This is like normal practice. This is like kind of whenever you work in a job, they create empty, which you can use to transfer attributes and some private property to the game engine. So this is sofa, and then we simply do the same ritual. You come here and you have a lot of materials which we don't need, and you create one with the same name. That's it. What its name is, so you do with the same name, and you can delete this one, we don't need. And for now we don't need any material in there. So what we can do, you can select the same thing. Now we come here and we export recursive and change the folder props living. Okay, and accept. with the same thing, and now you will just simply export. And if I show you the folder, you will have the FBX here simply, and we don't need this GLB anymore. Okay, so like that we just import everything. Okay, so we have our Unreal thing here. Okay, we're starting with the on blank project, and we put in the same, and we name it read simply, and we are targeting, and we turn on the ray tracing. Okay, and we don't need any starter content, we just blank project we need. Okay, and just create, and it's gonna launch our Unreal. Okay, and let's try importing other thing. Okay, so let's try selecting everything and import. Now we don't break it or crash it. So it's gonna take time, but it saves time also. Okay, so you see some of them have really big size, so we did not check what the size is for most of them. And what we can do, we can simply select hierarchy, and then you can do this slash, and you can press numpad on the numpad. These are books. Okay, so if there are single mesh, wonderful. And we can simply copy, paste it in there, and come to, and you can see the size here. Okay, it's a dimension, so the scale 0.01. It's roughly still seems too big. 30 centimeter is too big. I will, and 40, it seems fine for now. We can change it anytime. So I will not do this. You transform, select this, create hierarchy. Okay, so this one is here. Position scale is done. Okay, cool. So we have our books. So you can come back. Now we can select here. Okay, so this is carpet with some mesh to make it look fuzzy. Let's it's our carpet A1. Okay, so it's multiple meshes. So what we're gonna do, we select all of them, and we select the plane, and join it. Okay, so now we have single mesh. So but now it is set perfectly at bottom. You already know the drill. Sofa is there, and let's see the scale. And usually where you sit is usually 50-60 centimeter, 50 to 60 centimeter. Okay, so now it is like 600. So make scale 0.01. It's now 60 centimeters, so I will go with this one. Okay, so the seating height, or basically the chair, is 50 to 60 centimeter. You can check it online simply. I can just say chair dimensions. So okay, and if you look at anything here, so it's like 45 centimeter. So it depends. So it's 45. So we can simply keep it 50 for most of the things. So now we can, I think, scale it 0.9, apply it. If I select the face, it's 55. Let's scale 0.8, apply, select the face, is 45. Right, so that's how you simply. So this face is basically the distance from the pivot. So when you're in edit mode, so the selection distance is the distance from the pivot. Mainly this is like the location of the asset. Okay, so this is how you can tell where this is. It's super handy actually. Okay, so our sofa is good. We delete these hierarchy. We select this one. Okay, so another sofa, and we select this one, merge everything, select this particular, bring it out, sofa C1. Okay, and we do the same thing. We apply everything, keep it exquisite, and move the pivot to the bottom. Okay, so we know, and the scale is anyways big. It became too small now, I believe. So I'll make it scale 0.1. Okay. And then we test. The location is still too big. Let's apply. Check. It's 1 centimeter. So we can make it 3 times smaller. Scale 0.3. Select the face. Apply. So it's 42. Same. So it's perfect. So we can scale it slightly. Apply scale, select the face, is 46. Perfect. So now this height is 46. It's perfect sitting height. So now our sofa is there. Okay, and we're gonna delete this one. Okay, so not making you bored now. Okay, so I'll bring in Unreal so we can start having fun. So I'll hide this one, maybe keep it. So we have empty. So what we're gonna do, we can start here, but I usually try to empty level. You can have basic also here, right, which can help you with similarity. I usually start with really empty level, but it doesn't matter. We can delete the all the stuff from Outliner. It will be the same. So let me get this now in the content browser. So you just in the content thing, you create a new folder for your thing, creed. So this will be the same folder as we are exporting. Okay, so in the creed, you create a new folder called props and env. Okay, environment will have environment stuff and props will have prop stuff. So we are going back to our folder where we have create, environment, and we have these three things, and we bring them here. And mostly we can use Nanite perfectly, and we just need to turn on a few stuff. We turn on combine meshes, and we don't have LODs, we don't need anything else, and we don't need to search for materials. We do not want to create materials, we do not want to import textures. Yep, so rest of the things seems okay, and then you click import all. So if you're importing multiple ones, it's gonna import them right away. Okay, so you don't see any issue. Most of the things are there, and then you can just start here from drag and dropping, right? And you can dock them to layout, or what you can do, you can go to window, outliner, and get another outliner. Sorry, not outliner, content browser. Sorry. So window, content browser, and get content browser. So now we have our content browser here. So you can go to create and environment, and then you have it. You can bring it here. So the just a thing, because we have made them snap, right? They are snapping with a proper thing. So we can increase the to 50, because right now we don't have any 50, so we can keep it to 100 also. So what will happen? So it's gonna snap to the grid. So let's start. Imagine the camera angle is in the center. Okay, this is the center of the camera angle, or where we want to start. So we can pick some place. Okay, so let's pick this, or a main door maybe. Okay, let's pick main door as the entry point. So I'll start somewhere here. You can start from the center of the world, so you can start anywhere. So I'll start placing here. So there's a door mesh here. Okay, so you can pick the direction also, so which direction you want to start in. So we can say, okay, this is the direction from here. Okay, this is our first, and then come here, and for mostly the angle we keep it at 90. Okay. So when we'll move it, it move 100 units, and when we will rotate it, will rotate 90, and you can press Alt and move it. Okay. So there are 2, and I believe there are 3. Okay. And I can select all these 3, like holding, and okay. So for now, because these are not they do not have thickness, so can have look here. So adding thickness is super easy. Okay, so now I show you how we have the iteration process in there. So if I go back to Blender, okay, and we have it here. So what you're gonna do, you come here and you come and add solidify. Solidify will add a thickness, so you can give it okay, I want 10 centimeter thickness. Okay, and this one have it, and then you select all of them and link and copy modifiers is just simply add a thickness to most of the thing, and you can turn on even thickness. It doesn't matter what is there. So now you select everything, make sure to come out of isolation mode, because do not work sometimes here. And we already have everything set up, so you just click export, and the 3 of them have already exported. Come here and re-import. Right, so we have our thickness on the thing. Okay. On this side we don't have 3. Actually there are 2 walls only. Into this. If you want to keep 1, you can, like we can remove this one and move this back simply. Okay, so this is our kitchen wall, and I feel there are 3 of these. Okay, then it turns because we haven't finalized which is the front side of the wall, which is back side of the wall, but for now let's just keep it. Okay, and move it here. Now we'll just minimize this one, we don't need it. Right, and this one was door. Okay, so, and even if you have made this things, okay, so what you can do, okay, so you can pick the door simply, right? So it will work. You see there is this Z fighting happening, which we can fix. We can create a corner piece, or we can make just make it like that, leave it like that. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I don't know if there is depth, but I assume there is another one. Okay, just let's give it another depth. Okay, here. So now we have our, at both sides it's same. Okay. This is our space basically, so it could be bigger than that. Okay, so that's not fully comprehend, right? So on this side we have window, so we're gonna bring in the window one, place it here. Okay, and let's just see how many. So they're like 1 2, I think they're like window again. So there are like 1 2 3, simply 3 window pieces are there, and which is fine. And in this, it's in the depth it look less, there's like 3. I think there will be more if we add it. So what we can do to reduce the number of windows, let me just duplicate it first. Okay, so imagine there are like these many windows. 3, I will add another one. Imagine there are like 4. So now this seems too big, so if we add, let's add another one. Here, and okay, so you see this one is for the concept art, right? So this, we don't know what's happening here. Okay, from the look of it, the table is coming here. So now where did this space go? We don't know. So one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this one, and let's move this wall here. Okay, and let's remove this one also, move this here, and let's add another wall here. So what happens here now, this will become a door. So this one is a door one, so let me change it to door. See? So this is like balcony door from here. And if we there is no other way we can plan this. So like if the camera is here, right, so if you're looking at the kitchen from here, so door is here, and then this kitchen, and this is door. So pretty much it, right? And there are windows, and this is basically based on our modular structure, right? And we surely made our, there's some extra window, but this floor will go here straight till here. So like this floor coming from the balcony door to here, that it one window covers one window, which is happening here. So it's kind of works here. Okay, so this space will work for us. So now we need to make the roof and the floor. Okay, so we can do the same thing as it works with our setup. So what I'm gonna do, I'm quickly gonna finish these up. Okay, cool, no worries. So yeah, so now we just simply make roof and floor. Okay, floor we can have 2 or we can have 1 also, and this will be simple. So we got plane, simply 2 by 2 meter plane, that's it. And we can have empty, and we call it floor A1, duplicate, we'll call it roof A1. And they're gonna change in the roof. I select this plane and add it to the floor, and then I select the floor. Okay. And we're gonna make it thick. And this also simply. We can have larger pieces also, like if it fits. Let's go back and see, because this was like 2 meter, so it's better to keep it smaller. But if later on we can export all the files, all the wall files and all the floor files to make them singular also. Okay, so do not shy away from doing it. Okay, and the roof is here. So roof A1, we are almost there with this, and it select both of them, change it recursive, and the path is props, so we're gonna change it to environment, save it, select both of them, no need to change anything, and export. Coming back, and in here we're gonna add our floor and roof, import out simply, no need to change anything. And in props I'm gonna do the same thing. Get all of these. There's some of them too big, the carpet is too big, and that's for the same reason, because it have too many polygons, it have fiber and everything. So if it make it slow, then we're gonna just make a single plane, and then we're gonna keep it there. Okay, we're almost there. So with this we have most of the props, and we're gonna create or download the one for the kitchen, but I feel for the block out it's coming good. We're gonna create some of the structural pieces also, like sprinkler we can create, and we can other things, we can just create those and place in there. Okay, so while it's happening, I know the curtain should be in there. I'm gonna take this one, and I will just select hierarchy, move it here, and I'm gonna call it door B1. Okay. And why is that? It's like balcony one, because this one was specific. Okay, so if I show you here, you'll see this one is going on the top, matching the window. So that's what I was making this piece. So door B1 is already set, and you export it. You come back, see all the props are there, perfectly perfect. Come to environment, back, and environment, door B1, import it, and then you select this piece, and you stupid door B1. Okay, so you have it here. Now we just it's a matter of I will just quickly do the floor. Floor is here, and let's do the roof. The thing is, we have to see. Okay, that's perfect. The pivot is on the top here, in the top here, because this is the front side. Okay, now I will just go ahead and cover this up. Let's see if it works. I'm making it larger, going out beyond. Like if we want to travel to balcony, then it's better to keep it like this. So I was making basically a little bit bigger, so no light leak from this. Okay, this one is intersecting. Yeah, so select all of them. Okay, it's fully dark now. Okay, and for the quick thing, again, so see, this is the fun of iteration. So we'll select this one, and I will subdivide. So we get this frame, and I will insert it slightly, and in the insert I will select individual, so we have it, and then I will delete it. Simple. And you select this and export it. Coming back here, select the window, re-import, save all, and this is the scene. So in the content create, I will create a new folder called maps. I'm gonna create A1. So now get a light in there. Good. Yeah, so we can place more, but for now it's fine. And yeah, for the floor, we can delete this one if we don't want to keep it, and because we already have our floor. Let's do the same way we did the other. Duplicate. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so we have our floor, and we're gonna just keep duplicating it. So once we have our whole thing covered. Here, perfect, similar to our roof. That is because that gap is because of the thing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select these three, we're gonna move them out, so we have the balcony. Okay, so it's matching the thing structure, which is good. So maybe we will make the balcony also. I have to cover this hole. We just have another piece in here to cover the door also. Perfect. Right, so you have all the area covered. And for mostly quickly, we're gonna add a point light in here, so at least our room light up. Okay, so yeah, so this is basically our area in there. Okay, area in there, everything set up. The only thing we need to do is we have seen, I think this will create a mismatch in our thing, in our main pieces. But what we can do, we can make them slightly bigger. What I mean is all these pieces are lower than the normal thing, right? So we can improvise and not create it, but we can, you know, I'll show you what we can do. Simply we can cheat here. So I will change it to 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter here. Okay, or whichever, like you can keep it 15. It's all up to us. I'll make it 15 centimeter maybe, right? And let's get back to 100 here. Okay, so but you see, these our all of our pieces are below. Okay, which is fine. It worked for some of the cases in here, right? So you see this door will can have that step up there, but not for our other pieces. So what we can do is we can extend our pieces in here. I'll select all of my things, come to front, and I will make it 20 centimeter below the thing. Okay, so what will happen with this, like this piece will go below the ground, but it doesn't matter because so I'll come here and let's re-import our main pieces. We can make them taller also, like we can make them 10 centimeter taller, and then we can move them these pieces below also if we feel like that could be more better for us. Okay, and let's select these ones and move them also. Move them 15 centimeter below. Perfect. You see, we have our basic layout ready. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much it for the structures. If we say, okay, the curtains are not an issue, we can easily bring them in. Let's try importing the props. Let's see how they react. Let's quickly save and let's bring in here and come prop. Honestly, this could be big and we might have to scale it down, but it's totally our scene, so we can do it. Okay, I'll bring in the sofa. Okay, and let's make it 50. Comes here. Where is our table drawer? This TV, not TV. Where is the drawers? Bring in the drawers. Okay. Surely those are like floating right now because those are snapping to grid. So for now, let's just keep it like this, and we select everything and then we move them down. Okay. This is one sofa and our keyboard is here, somewhere here. Cool. And for this lamp I wanted to keep, right, this lamp maybe this side or this side. Okay, this have normal issues. This one is flipped, which is fine because we can quickly iterate for sure. And yeah, before that, one should had created move to create new folder, floor, select all the roof pieces, roof is so oof. Okay, and select all the walls, move to walls, good, select all these three, move to new folder called environment. Okay, and now we can create a new folder called props, and we can create a new folder in there called living, and then we can select all our living stuff and add it in the living. Okay, and there is this you can make current folder, so what will happen and whatever the prop will bring gonna come inside that. That's the only purpose of that. And there was this table, add it here, whichever is bigger we can add. This one is smaller, bring it here. This one is bigger, just bring it here. Seems a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure how to reduce it, but let's just place it. Okay, for now. The shelf here, rotate it, TV here, okay, move it to the here, lamp here, all the things. I'm gonna make it 5 and let's move them down. Okay, everything is on the floor now. Okay, come here, this we can make a double scale. Slightly change, I want to keep the lighting in there, and let's move it in the center. Small again, we can make it double the scale. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is pretty much, not everything is here. Close it here. Okay, then we have carpet A1. Then carpet B1. I don't know how that's gonna look, but let's just go with it. Okay, maybe this red carpet we can skip. Let's just keep it for now. Here. Okay. So yeah, most of the things are here. I'll move these back. Let's move it in the front of the window. Yeah, we can have remote of TV and other things also. Yeah, for some reason, like it just, we can have one window less, I believe, if we skip these. There are two windows, a door, but it seems very packed. And if we can move this one step ahead, I don't think there is this wall, so let's just go with it. Let's not experiment more. And there are these sofas also, which will fill in the gap. Cool, yeah. Good. Okay, so is there any prop remaining? I think we have placed most of the living room props. Yeah, so the living room props are placed, all of them. And this one can scale it up to double. This one we can have double scale, and we can have another large plant to place it on the other side. For now we just place the same thing. Where is our blender? This one was good. The one thing I would like to add, the balcony. Okay, so the balcony, we can have railing, balcony. You want? It's usually 1 meter. Railings are usually 1 meter, so I'll just keep it. It's simply boxy design. Here. Yes. I'm gonna make the legs. For now, let's just roll with it. And this I'll add into the railing. and this is already and we just export it. In the ANV we're gonna import okay, let's go out. So here and then so we can extend it also outwards, so like usually the balcony is, you know, fly outwards. If you feel like you want to do that, you can, right? Because it's our seed and we don't care. And let's move it here, duplicate. Here, and one last thing I'm gonna do is here on the door, the balcony door, let's make it also framey like it is right now. Subdivide. And so I can separate it out. Because we can have both of them, because insert them, delete it, because I want the lesser thickness on this. Wall is fine to have more thickness, but here I wanted less, so I just did this. Select it and export it. Right, so now we have our balcony door. Yeah, so feel like most of the things are there. Okay, and let me get in the get to the props. So this is good. Save it. Here I will make this double. Make this double. Okay, select these two. Yeah, so now it fills the space more. And we can have another plant also which, you know, cover up more. Let's bring this here, this on the other side. Okay, so now it's time for our kitchen. Okay, and the kitchen will have a lot of things. Before we can have our vents also, but let's do the remaining props. Okay. Okay, let's start placing the kitchen. Let's keep it perfect. It seems fitting. Only place our refrigerator, which is nice. That's what we wanted. And bring the platform in here. And the platform is small, and we need it to be bigger, which is a very easy fix. We come back to Blender. This is fine. One, it's one. Three, right? Very easy. So basically, in the front of stove, we have the sink. Easy peasy. Take the chimney with the chimney. How do you see the chimney? Is not exported. Okay, here. Okay, and now we see our roof kitchen is higher. These ones are higher. Start touching the roof. So we'll make them slightly higher. Go here. I'm gonna select these. Let's just bring another refrigerator in there. And one last. Export as. See, so after you have this thing, it's just a matter of importing and exporting. This is there. Looks good. What else we had? Here some props, no? So we just place them. This should not be here because the sync is here, so we let's put it here. Maybe let's keep it there. We can have a number of things there, like teapot and other stuff. Anything we can have it here. Okay, like microwave also we can add there. Okay, so now we just replace the curtains. Maybe it's too big. Let's have it. Because we can add it anytime later on also. Oh. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. I think we'll wrap up. It's been a long session already. But you see, like it's really easy to create the full scene. Let's move these a little bit forward. Maybe internet. Also, I'm thinking like it looks empty. Where are our dining table, chair? Where are those? Yes. This is bigger than our table. Maybe our table is smaller. Selecting all these. Dining, bench, chair, chair B1, stool and table, stool, table. Yeah, for now like this is pretty much our scene, and we can change it or make it our own slowly. Table, bench, this chair come here. Okay. And I hope you know the navigation of Unreal. Just watch basic video, you will know the navigation. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Okay. This is it. And there's enough space for everybody to move around. And there is our stool. Yep, so this is here, and where are the lamps? Where is the lamp? Okay, but we keep missing things. There is this dining lamp. It's exported passive. Did not import, I think. So yeah, so lastly, I know you guys are also slept and dining lamp. Here. Okay, and I will bring it here. We can make it larger, longer. We touch it the roof for now. And this is our dining lamps. And if we need the kitchen lamps, we have our kitchen lamps here. These are which are glowing. So this is on the shelf. And let's do one quick thing. Make it a little bit longer. Yeah, like 30 and the negative. Make them wider basically. Yeah, we can make them more lower if you want, like this. It's very close to it. And come here. Perfect. It's not in perfectly center. You don't need to also. But here. So let me minimize this. Saving everything. F11. Now play. Okay, it's Alt P. White winter chat. So we are in balcony. We came in. What? Where did it go? Right click. Play from here. Okay, so we have our door, kitchen, and our space mostly. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much happy. It still seems a little bit empty in some places, which we can surely fill up because we don't have there is abundance of props everywhere. So one thing we do first, let's match our get our pure ref back. So here I'll match this one. So first our direction light is here, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select it. In the lighting we have our directional light, so let's rotate it from here. This, and we make it lower. Okay, and we select our this light. This is too harsh right now, so quickly turn down the attenuation radius. This is like how far it go, and we reduce the intensity. We turn off the shadows. Let's make it slightly yellow. Okay. And this also we can make slightly yellow if you want, and just to fill the darkness. Just for fun. Okay, so yeah, so this is here. Okay. And for simply you can place the camera where you want it, and imagine like this is our camera angle for first shot. So you can press Ctrl+1 to bookmark, and then let's match our other angle. So if we go to this place and quickly match the view, imagine like this is we are happy with this view. We press Ctrl+2, then you see it bookmark, and let's match another one, create another one where we see most of the room. Okay, this is good, like where we see most of the work we have done. And now press Ctrl+3. So now you can press 1, 2, 3 to jump between different views, right? So you can place the cameras also, but for the quick bookmark the view and placement, you can use this one. It's pretty much handy. So yeah, so this is pretty much it for this lesson. In the next one we're gonna do the texturing of the scene. We're gonna import tileable textures. We're gonna texture the props. We might use the already came with the props because we don't have enough time, but still we'll try to create and showcase what is the process after blocking them out. Okay, so like quickly taking the painter and exporting the textures, right, without too much detail. So that's what we will do in the next chapter. So see you all in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and comment below what you like and what you want to see in the next one. So see you all there. Cheers.